Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
It is moving day for the Nanaimo Women's Center. We're going to lend a little bit of a hand and find out why today on Go. Giving back at an early age, Lucy needs a home. Danny has thoughts on Santa. That and more in the next 30 minutes. The Women's Center has been located here at 285 Selby Street in downtown Nanaimo for the past, well, let's say since 2005. They're moving now to 150 Wallace Street, and we're giving a little bit of a hand today. Hopefully we're not getting in the way too much, and we're going to talk about the services that the Women's Center offers. The truck is getting full. Thanks. We're going to start, though, with an inspiring story from Ryan LaPlante about a young girl who is learning how to give back. And the Women's Center moving from Selby Street to Wallace Street, it's really only a few blocks, but it should make a big difference for the organization as well. What is moving going to mean to what you're able to do and how you're able to do it?
Well, right now we've been running programs kind of all over the city, borrowing space. So we haven't been able to run the programs within our own space. So it's going to make a huge difference in our connection to the community, the fact that we can be right there in our space running our programs. It's going to make a tremendous difference to us. Yeah.
What's the difference in size? Like how many square feet here compared to there?
This is about 1,100, 1,200 square feet. We're moving to 7,000 square feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this move was made possible really by one particular family in town.
Yeah, we're moving into the building that was been owned by the Johnstone Heating and Plumbing. And they have really helped us, worked with us to make it possible for us to get into that building. So we're really grateful to the family.
Excellent. Yeah. Okay, well, later on this edition of Go Island, we're going to talk about what some of those services are that will be able to take place in one location. For now, though, we're taking a short break. Still to come, Nanaimo's Poet Laureate, a horseshoe champion in Duncan. Danny visits Santa. This will be good.
Hi, I'm Corey Hostetter from the Downtown Nanaimo Business Improvement Association. Did you know that Downtown Nanaimo has over 360 businesses in a 6-block radius?
And did you know, you should by now, that the Nanaimo Women's Center is moving from this location at 285 Selby to just about a half a block away, 150 Wallace Street, and we will show you that before the end of this edition of Go Island. We're going to have another look at a story that Kelly Robinson brought to us a couple of weeks back, maybe even as recent as last week. Nanaimo has its very first ever Poet Laureate, and she's quite a character. We all know that moving is no easy task, and that's when you know who your real friends are. The Women's Center would like to thank the young professionals of Nanaimo, the City of Nanaimo, the social planning department there got junk. They're going to take away some of the stuff at no cost, as well as the staff and volunteers who are putting in a lot of the legwork to get everything done that needs to get done when there's a move in the middle of taking place. And also a big thanks to the Johnson family for providing the building that they're moving into that we'll show you later on this edition of Go. We're going to throw things over once again to Kelly Robinson. There's a little dog named Lucy who needs a home. You are watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Leslie Clark is the executive director here at the Nanaimo Women's Center since about 2005. Is that right?
For my directorship?
Yeah.
No, I've been in the director since about 2008, but
Okay.
I've been in and around and involved with the center since that time, yeah.
And what is the center? What does it do? What services are provided through here?
We provide just basically services to any women and families in the community, and that can be any need that they have whatsoever. A lot of it happens to be around issues of poverty. But we help people no matter what the situation is. We have like a program that does tenancy support, so we help people find and maintain housing. It's a big part of what we do. We just get people, you know, they may be new to the community, they need to get connected. We do youth programming for girls around, you know, sort of empowerment and making, you know, choices in their lives. So we have a huge range of services that we provide people here.
Mm-hmm. How many clients do you have, do you think? And are they sort of permanent clients or coming and going?
Both. We have people that are, you know, come to us for ongoing support, and then we have people that, you know, may have just come to the community for the first time. We serve approximately 3,000 people a year in this tiny house, yeah, and this is why the move is so important.
Excellent.
We have about 5,000 to 6,000 visitors through here, and that represents about 3,000 people.
I've never actually been inside the Women's Centre before. It's long overdue. In the few moments that we've been here already, I feel a real sense of family and a real sense of community.
Yeah.
And that's a part of your philosophy and what you're trying to do?
Yeah, we really, you know, it is owned by the people that use our services, really. Like people can come here, they can talk about what their needs are, and we respond to them. We respond very much. We're always changing, and that's the thing. Our services are always changing depending on the need, and that we get from feedback from people who come in here. So,
put you on the spot, any trends that you've noticed as far as issues, concerns, needs of women in this community lately?
Well, housing is always an issue. It's, you know, especially for Nanaimo has the highest single-parent families in BC. So it has the highest number. So it's that's always an issue, is housing, and I think a lot of programming around youth is needed as well. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to talk about how the Women's Centre needs some support from the community, especially in this transitional move. They're moving to 150 Wallace Street. We'll have that later on this edition of Go Island. We're throwing things over to Meg Cuthbert in Duncan now, a championship horseshoer. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV Channel 4. Lots of activity and some hush-hush because the TV camera is here at the Nanaimo Women's Centre. There's a lot of things that are still needed besides some moving bodies and muscles. Once you get into the other location, what do you need from the community at that point?
Well, it's a great space, but it was used for a completely different purpose. So, you know, it's going to need some TLC. We need things like flooring, carpeting, some paint, some help painting would be great, some elbow grease. We could definitely always use donations, financial donations, and then also sometimes donations of maybe some good used furniture, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How tight is money? And I know that's a big question.
Really tight, because our money all goes towards direct services. So, and it's all connected to a program, so money is very, very tight. Like every penny is accounted for, so yeah.
How many volunteers do you think come through here?
We have probably about 30 volunteers connected to the center for different things. Sometimes for events, we have people that work in the center, and we can always use more volunteers too. So if people are interested in the work that we do, we welcome them to contact us. We have like a volunteer training that they go through and that kind of thing.
And do they have to be women?
No, working in the center, yes, they do have to be women, but we love our male allies.
Yes.
So we invite men to come and participate in our work as well.
Okay, now I know the Women's Centre does a lot of events throughout the year. The website sort of lists what past activities that happened within the community. And I know we're a long ways off, but there are some things sort of in the works, preliminary stages for the new year.
Yeah, we will be having International Women's Day, that's March 8th. So that information will come up on our website as we get closer to it. We also will be having, we've done the Vagina Monologues in the past. This is a new play by Eve Ensler that will be coming out, and this one is related to girls. So that's going to be interesting, and we'll have more details on the website as we get closer to that as well.
Okay, Leslie, thank you.
Thank you.
And that website is NanaimoWomen.com. We're going to throw things over now to a man who I'm sure has appeared as a woman at one or two occasions in his life. Dan Kahn, with his adopted son Danny, are paying a visit to Santa Claus. You never know quite what you're going to get from Dan, kind of like the weather today. Sunny, cloudy, sunny, cloudy. When is it going to start snowing? How about Christmas Eve? That brings us to the end of this edition of Go Island. Something to mention on an unhappy note before we go today. There is a fundraiser being held for a woman named Cara Bennett. She lives in Qualicum Beach. She is the mother of 4 children, all under the age of 10 years old. She's currently at the Jubilee Hospital in Victoria undergoing chemotherapy. She has an inoperable brain tumor. She started getting headaches and she is in the last stages of her life. Her youngest child, I think, is about 1.5 years. This one hits kind of close to home because just last year I was at a birthday party at their house. Our kids went to school together in Parksville. 4 kids, and I think she's in her early 30s. The community is arranging a fundraiser. There's a lot going on to help this family. On December 23rd, there is a gathering. See, here comes the cloud. There's a gathering at the Final Approach restaurant at the Qualicum Beach Airport, December 23rd at 5:30. There is a Facebook page set up as well. Lots of activities in the community for Cara Bennett and her family. Thanks for watching this edition of Go Island. We'll see you next time.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network. Clothing supplied by Catwalk Fashions. Kate's Hair and Aesthetics provided by Matteo Salon.